Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. That's right, we got a beautiful show for you guys on this beautiful Monday evening. For those of you that are in the New England area, we just got over that storm. These power stations probably could have helped you through those storms. Let's just go there. Now, I do know a bunch of us have more storms coming this week, and I've actually been charging these up just in case for those emergencies with that. Now, guys, we have a bunch of very cool products that we're showing you guys and a bunch of great deals. We do have that 5% discount code sitting there. That 5% discount code's for you guys. If you guys purchase anything over $1,000 from Jackery tonight on Amazon, you guys can get, of course, 5% off of that $1,000 or more purchase. Now, you're also going to see, of course, that rotating banner down there that's going to show you guys the 2000 plus and two 200 watt solar panels for $18.99, and then the E1000 V2 for $4.99. Both amazing deals, including that banner. Now, we do have Fernando in chat. If you guys need anything, he may be able to answer those questions if I don't know the answers to them. Now, with that, of course, we're going to get through this show. We're going to try and attempt to have some fun and show you guys some amazing products. And we're actually going to start off with that first deal of the night, the 1000 V2 for $4.99. Now, there's a newer and current product, and that new and current product is actually a really amazing product for you guys, let's be honest. Now, 1070 watt hours of power in this device, which is just phenomenally well done in a device this size. Now, I'm going to attempt to move the camera. We're going to attempt to come over here and try to adjust the camera for you. Do ignore, guys. I am losing my voice somehow. It's been a rough week for me, I'm telling you. So, one second. Now, this is the 1000 V2. Now, the 1000 V2 is a really, really cool product. And like I said, for $499, you're getting a phenomenal price point of a station. Now, it weighs approximately 29 pounds, so it's a little bit heavier, but not too heavy. And of course, it's got a bunch of different cabling connections or input connections for you guys. Now, we're going to stream it come down and bring you guys in a little bit closer to give you guys that look right there. Now, you're going to notice that I have a solar panel sitting above it. Just ignore that for now. We're going to talk about the station that's sitting there. 3 AC outlets. Those AC outlets do 1500 watts of pure sine wave power. Can peak at 3000 if you really need to that. Now, with that, you're going to have two USB-C ports. One's a 30 watt port, one's a 100 watt port. You also have an 18 watt USB-A port below that. Now, on top of the machine, you're going to see the cigarette lighter plug. Now, if you guys don't know what cigarette lighter plugs are, I know they're becoming a little more uncommon in certain cars, so you guys may not have seen them before. But these are actually really cool for, let's say, like old school air compressors, like the guys' air pumps, maybe your air mattresses and stuff like that. Really cool little piece. Now, some cars still have them, so we use the adapters to adapt extra USB ports into our cars and stuff like that with that. So that's kind of what you guys can do with that. Not really sure. I don't see the views right now. Now, with it, of course, that's a 12 volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug. That's going to do well for you. And then above that, you have that flashlight. Now, the flashlight, of course, do two brightnesses, low beam, high beam, and then it does SOS pattern. The whole machine works with, of course, an app, and it has app control. Now, that app control is going to allow you to actually see and run all of these switches. So you guys can turn on the AC outlets, you guys can turn on the DC plugs, you can turn on the flashlight, off the flashlight, you guys can turn on the screen, you guys can set run times and everything with that. Now, the charge time on this device is only going to take you guys approximately 2 hours on fast charging mode and standard fast charging mode. This device has what's called Charge Shield 2.0, which means you guys can actually put it in super emergency charge mode. When you move it over into that mode, you guys can actually have it charged up and ready to go in an hour time. So let's say you guys know a really heavy snowstorm's coming, you're prone to having power outages or a big rainstorm and stuff like that. You guys can actually do that with this and have it charged and then have it set up. And that's kind of cool with that, to get that quick charge, to get that running, and you guys would be good to go with that. It's a phenomenal little idea. The 1070 watt hours of power means you guys can run multiple devices. It's got enough power to run what you need, from projectors to Bluetooth speakers, to even space heaters and stuff like this. That's the cool part about it. Now, with it though, you guys can also charge it with solar panels. And running it and charging with solar panels, it's going to be about a 2.5 hour charge rate with, of course, the two 200-watt solar panels for this. And that's actually decently well done solar panels. And you can actually do that with two of these things. Um, not really gonna answer that one today, unfortunately, buddy. We're actually only doing power stations tonight. Hit us up tomorrow during one of our shows tomorrow, and they definitely can answer that. Now with this, you guys can run a laptop or charge a laptop, and I'm going to talk about like Chromebooks. All right, about 14 charge times. You guys could also do about 20 Mavic Air batteries. You could even do a standard Starlink for about 10 hours. Your Starlink Mini, I think about 29 hours with that, which is actually kind of cool. You can even do, let's say, your Wi-Fi router for over a week, which is crazy. 55 minutes with electric grill, 12 hours with a heated blanket if you truly want to, 23 hours with a house fan. That's going to be like your standard tower fan, not your big hurricane. You guys could also do, again, like I said, Bluetooth speakers for about 90 hours or so with that. And going on with that, guys, you could do even more circular saws, chainsaws, electric drills, table saws if you needed to, and variations of other pieces. Movie projectors, about 8 to 9 hours with a movie projector or more. That's going to be like a 100-watt movie projector for you, though. It's a cool little piece, and I like it. Quick and simple, multiple ways of charging it on the wall plug, solar panels, or just in a car with that. It's a phenomenal little piece, and the 1000 V2 does well. And like I said, $499 is going to be your price point for it by itself. If you want to get it with, let's say, one 200-watt panel, I believe it's 42% off today, so it's like $749 for that price point. And that's going to come with a very, very large solar panel, which is great. Any questions about the 1000 V2? And while we do that, I'm going to take a small sip of water, guys. Like I said, my voice is toast. I have no clue. I don't play. I don't watch sports. That's a funny question. I don't watch sports. I just don't do the sports thing. Because it's a very nice power station, and it's actually not that badly priced. Normal price on the station's approximately $1,300. And it's going to allow you to run your gaming computers, your PlayStations. You can do so much more. The 1000 V2 has a lot of variations of what you guys can run with it. I've done gaming computers, and I'm not talking about my full blown gaming computer. I'm not talking with my one with my 1300-watt power supply. Now, yes, I could run that off of this, but I'm not going to get like a 3 to 4 to 5 hour gaming session off that because when I'm full max bore, it's pulling at least 700 plus watts easily, just with certain games. Other games, like if you're really going at it, it can pull even more wattage. That's why I have a 1300-watt power supply. I'm talking about like your Alienwares and your smaller ones. Oh man, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I have allergies. It's a phenomenal product, honestly. Yeah, we're gonna be showing a bunch of different of these power stations. If you kind of let's bounce back. I mean, I have a full table. I have more laying here. We're gonna be showing a little bit of something for that and everything else. So kind of cool. Now, with it, of course, guys, we're going to be popping down. We're going to talk about, I believe, up next is going to be the 300 plus. Now, the 300 plus is another really cool one with this. Great little option for this and all those other pieces. So let's grab that. Let's show you guys the 300 plus. Now, this is going to be a smaller variation. It's about $239 for this one. At $239, you're getting 288 watt hours of power that can be fully charged in approximately an hour and a half time on a wall plug, and it can actually do that. I can take the 3-prong wall plug just like your gaming computer can use with this, of course, as well. Has these beautiful little nice air vents to keep it nice and cool with this. It's got everything you can need. Again, has a flashlight. This one does single brightness. That's going to be your highlight, and then it's going to have SOS pattern. Also has that 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug. Has two USB-C ports. One's a 15-watt port. The other is a 100-watt port. Now that USB-C port on that the 300 is going to be a 100-watt bi-directional. Now, bi-directional means you guys are getting a charge inwards and outwards, so you guys can charge devices off of it or charge it through that USB-C port. Then you have the 15-watt USB-A port and the 12-volt 10-amp sticker ladder plug, like I said. And if we hit here and hold the button down, guys, we can turn on the screen, let it light up, wait a second, let it come on, then we can kind of show you guys the screen what it looks like. Now, this is 99% charged. I just fully charged this, and that's actually kind of cool. So it's a great little option with that on hand. So if you guys need to, you can do this. Now, they're all individually switched connections. So, guys, if you don't want to, you can actually tap it, turn on the USB-C ports, tap it, shut it off. Same with the AC outlet. Now, it's got a single AC outlet that does 300 watts pure sine wave power. Can peak at 600 for you if you truly need. Now, the cool part about this one is it's at less than 8 pounds. At less than 8 pounds, you guys can carry it, take it pretty much wherever you truly need, and have it up and going. Cool little handle so you guys can carry it around, take it on the go, and go and travel with it. Now, like I said, hour and a half on a wall plug to fully charge this device, which is actually kind of cool. It's a decently well charged rate for that on a wall plug. If you want to use just the USB-C port through the 100 watts on a wall plug through, let's say, your portable adapter, 2.5 to 3 hours is going to be a charge rate that way instead. Now, you guys could also do solar panels. You guys could do car charger. Car charger is going to be about 4.25 hours. So it's a little bit more time, but of course, car charger is a little bit different of a setup for charge rates with it. Now, when fully charged, you guys could do, let's say, 4.5 hours with a house fan, 5 drone batteries, 13 cell phone batteries. Now, we'll kind of talk about cell phone batteries with this. Your cell phone is going to be like your iPhones, right? Your Samsungs, you're going to get less charges with it. Now, you guys could do a mini cooler. You guys could do DSLR camera batteries. You guys could even do the Wi-Fi router. If you guys want to do that 15-watt Wi-Fi router, 15.25 hours is going to be your runtime with that. 60-watt flat screen TV from your 32 inches to your 50-inch TV. About 4 hours or so with that. Not a bad time with this. Now, your 30-watt pet heating pads. Let's say you guys have a nesting bird. Maybe you guys have lizards and they need a heating pad and you lost power. 7 hours with the 30-watt heating pad. That's going to be the same with your small heating pads that you guys may use for your backs and stuff, which is kind of cool. If you're not and you guys are using, let's say, a heated blanket, that's going to be about 55 watts. 4.5 hours is your runtime with that one. Now, cool part about it, silicone pads on the bottom. Now, they all have silicone pads. And silicone pads are there for a couple reasons. First and foremost, your reason number one, so you don't damage or mar up surfaces that you're putting on. Second, it's going to help keep the vibrations down of the device in case you set it on something that shakes, vibrates, and stuff like that. It is a lithium LiFePO4 cell. So it's a lithium cell battery. Now, lithium cell battery, of course, is actually decent, and you guys can do well with this. And that's actually kind of cool. So it's a great option with this one to actually do that and have this up and going. Now, you can do more than that. I've done my lighting gear off of this. I've actually charged lots of different phones. I've charged my cameras. I charged my drones off of this, my RC cars. When I had the RC car, I just actually got rid of that RC car. Probably shouldn't have, but I did. Now, another cool thing is guys, the little mini coolers, like your small little mini coolers that you travel with, you guys could run that off of this as well. Now, you're not going to get, let's say, a 90-watt mini cooler should get you about 2.5 hours. So let's say, 45-watt mini cooler should get you about 5 hours. So it's a good runtime with this. Now, by itself, it's $239. Great price point. Phenomenal price point. And perfectly set to be taken anywhere, including camping, hiking, and all of those other cool little spots. But if you want to, pair it with the 7-hour charge panel. Because this mini 40 solar panel comes in a package deal with this. It's going to be about $319.99, normally $400 price point. But you have 11-pound package. At 11 pounds, guys, you can take the 300 plus, the mini 40 solar panel, and travel with it without a problem. Fully waterproof, water resistant, will allow you to charge this device in 7.5 hours. Now, we'll show you guys this a little more later, but I do want to show you guys how large it is. It's literally 12 inches by 10 inches when folded. When you pull it out, you have a nice large panel that's going to do well for you. Now, yeah, it's only going to pull 40 watts of power while charging it, but at 40 watts of power in high light, you guys will have a 7.5 hour charge time. That's decent. In low light settings, you're going to get about 23.5, maybe 24% efficiency, even in low light settings. So low light settings is a finicky thing that we talk about. What is a low light setting? That's going to be like an overcast sky, slight drizzle, not full blown black clouds or raining or nighttime, right? So if you guys live in the Pacific Northwest, probably used to a little bit overclouded skies, this will work in those times with this. And at $319, guys, it's a great package deal. This Mini 40 solar panel, fully waterproof, water resistant, can be left out in harsh weather if you want to. If you do tie it down, you don't want it to fly away. Let's be honest. When it's out, it's a kite and all that other cool stuff. So this is a great package deal right here. I love this option. Any questions about the 300 or the 300 with the Mini 40? Everybody must still be getting over the football game or something. So you guys are quiet tonight. Or I scared everybody off. All right. With that, guys, we're going to be talking about some bigger power stations. We're going to start off with a very large and modular system. We're going to start off with the 2000 plus system. Now, the 2000 plus system is a great system. It's a phenomenal, phenomenal product. Now, now I have the hiccups. Where'd the hiccups come from? I'm sitting here talking. So this is going to be a modular system, and I talk about modular in certain ways, and it's probably not the term most people would take with it. It's my term. It's not Jackery's. Jackery didn't say, "Hey, let's call it a modular." I call it modular because you can add stuff to it. What do I mean by adding stuff to it? You guys can add batteries to it. Now we're talking about the 2000 plus by itself at first, and then we'll get into more depth with it. Now the 2000 plus is a 63-pound package. Now at 63 pounds, it packs quite a wallop. Now with it, they said, hey, since it's 63 pounds, let's add some wheels to it. So it does have large 3-inch wheels on the side, nice large orange handles so you guys can lift it up onto tables if you need to, like me. But it's also got an aluminum handle that can actually fold and be put away inside that device. And that's actually kind of where it's at. So you guys can actually do that. You guys can, do some other cool stuff with this. It's just a phenomenal little thing that they added that. Now with it, 2,042 watt hours of power. Now at 2,042 watt hours of power, it's going to take you about 2 hours on the wall plug to fully charge it. Not a bad charge time. With it, you're going to have multiple ports on front of it that you guys can use. We'll try and bring you guys in a little closer. You have 2 USB-A ports. Those USB-A ports are going to do 18 watts of charge rate. Now at 18 watts of charge rate, that means you guys can plug in your MacBooks, you guys can plug in your laptops, you guys can plug in your phones and other devices. But you also have 2 USB-C ports. Now those USB-C ports do 100 watts of charge rate. Now at 100 watts, you guys can do the more power-hungry devices. Let's say your MacBook Pros and other devices like that. Above it is a 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug that, is kind of hidden away with the cover. You have that nice large 3-inch screen. You also have 5 AC outlets. Now those 5 AC outlets are kind of cool. First and foremost, you have 4 of the standard 3-prong American AC outlets. Now those standard 3-prong outlets do 3,000 watts of pure sound wave power, can peak at 6,000 if you truly need to. Above that is going to be your 5th AC outlet. That's a NEMA style plug. Now that NEMA style plug has 2 options for it. First and foremost, it can be used as a 120 watt plug just as it is. Or you guys can do it with the manual transfer switch and, connect it up like that if you truly need to. It's a great little thing that you guys can actually do that with this, of course, on hand. And it's going to allow you to do that very well. Now, with this device, it actually can be used as an EPS or emergency power supply. An emergency power supply, guys, it's approximately 20 milliseconds of switchover or 0.02 second. 20 milliseconds. It's really quick. Let's go there. Now, in EPS mode, it only runs approximately 30 decibels, and it runs 30 decibels most of the time. You really don't hear this thing running. Now, with it, of course, you guys still have app control, so you guys can run it off the app if you need to. About a 10-year lifespan on the batteries at 100% charge rate. It's not going to die. After that, you're going to be about 70 to 80% battery capacity. So after the first 10 years of 4,000 charge cycles, it's still going to charge at about 70 to 80%. So you're still going to have a good battery lifespan there. When fully charged, you guys can run multiple devices on hand without a problem. That's the cool part about this. So if you guys want to run, let's say, a CPAP machine for about 50 hours, go ahead and do so. You guys run a 200-watt desktop PC, 12 hours. That's up to you. Go ahead and do so. You guys could do window ACs. Let's say 1150-watt window AC, about 2 hours of runtime. 520-watt double door refrigerator. That's going to be like your double door refrigerator with an ice machine on this one. About three and a quarter hours. If you guys need to, about 15 hours with the movie projector, an hour with the hair dryer, 26 hours with the 60-watt portable freezer or portable mini cooler. You guys can also do your RV ACs for over 3 hours with that as well. Those are like 800 watts or so. Now you guys can do, if you want to, a welding machine. Now, this does and will allow you to connect up to a welding machine like a TIG or MIG welder. And you guys can run a 5800-watt welding machine for about 30 minutes of runtime. I know it's not a long time, but it's long enough that you're going to get a weld on. Maybe if you guys are out in the wilderness, need to weld part of your car back, maybe your four-wheeler or your Jeep or whatever you're out, rock crawling. You break it, you can plug in a welder to it. Now, most of you guys are probably like, dude, I just bring my arc welder, I take it onto a 12-volt car back. Yeah, you could do that. 60 cell phone charges, 5 hours with a blender, 45 drone batteries. Guys, you could do so much more. It is actually beautifully well done. By itself, like I said, $2,000, but use that 5% discount code. Save yourself a few bucks. Now, you guys can also get the 2,000 plus with the 2 solar panels. Now, the 2,000 plus with 2 solar panels is actually a phenomenal little product. And I believe it's actually on sale if I can remember correctly. So bear with me if I remember correctly. It's actually, that one's on sale. I can't remember what the price is. I think it's like $18.99. I think it is. The price I'm looking at is a little different online. I know I'm not sure why it's showing me a $3,000 price. Our little banner says, of course, $18.99. Now, with you guys, the 2 of those solar panels are actually really well done for you. Now, those 2 beautiful solar panels are actually going to do amazing things. First and foremost, it's going to allow you to charge this device. Now, when charging this device, if you had 6 of them, it's going to be a 2-hour charge rate. You have 2 of them, so a little over 5 hours is going to be your charge rate. They are fully waterproof, water resistant, great little options. If you guys need, definitely check that out. Now, I'm going to talk about, you guys need the full kit, and I'm always going to say it. Don't just get the station. Get the solar panels and, of course, the battery. What? Battery? Yeah, battery. You guys can get a battery right above it. This is called the 4000 kit. Now, the 4000 kit is the station, the battery, the 2 solar panels. Price point on this is about $43.99, normally like a $5,000 price tag, 12% off. Plus, you guys can use, of course, that discount code. What you just did with the extra batteries doubled your battery capacity, so you now have 4,085 watt-hours of power. Cool part about that is you guys can actually just double all your runtime and all of those devices that you wanted to run. Your 520-watt refrigerator, about 7 hours. Your microwave, your rice cookers, your washers, dryers, certain devices like we can do, let's say, a coffee maker for about 6 hours. Your 1150-watt window AC, 4 hours. 24 hours with that 200-watt desktop PC. 28 hours with, of course, your movie projector, your window ACs, your welding machine. Guys, welding machine is going to be about an hour and 20 minutes now because you just doubled it, right? That's a great runtime with this. It's a phenomenal thing. Now, the cool part about it is the station alone can have 6 solar panels connected up to it. The battery also can have 6 solar panels connected up to it. So you guys can actually have 6 of the 200 watt panels to the battery, 6 of the 200 watt panels to the station, and you guys are good to go. Now, this kit comes with 2 of those solar panels, so why not get yourself a few more and pick it up with that? Now, it's a phenomenally well done option. I love the 4000 kit. Now, yes, I have the 4000 kit. Yes, I'm sitting here streaming it, and you're probably like, oh, well, he's just saying. I use it quite a bit. If you guys have been around here for a while, I've been streaming for Dragon Blogger and Jackery for quite a bit. I actually use that 2000 plus system to run my window AC through multiple streams and multiple hours of stream without a problem, and it was great to do. The thing does what it says, and I love it fully. Now, I've had it for quite a while. I've had no problems with it. Like I said, though, it does weigh a little bit, so do be cautious. Any questions about that beautiful little station, please let me know. With that being said, I believe we're moving over to the table. We're going to be talking about the 3000 Pro. Now, the 3000 Pro is pretty much the same housing, but it's got more power. Now, this is actually a standalone system. The standalone system, it's just that. It's a system by itself, doesn't have no extra batteries, but it has all the bells and whistles. This system is going to come with 2 of those 200 watt solar panels. I think right now there's an 8% off, so it's like $36.99. But there's also, I think, a $1,500 clippable coupon. So you guys can get this beautiful little station and use that $1,500 coupon. And you guys are going to get it for about $1,700, I think. I can't do. Why am I doing math off the top of my head? Let's just go here, right? You guys, yeah, $21.99. Yeah. So at $21.99, you're getting a phenomenally beautiful beast of a system. Now, with it though, you got everything you just saw. 5 AC outlets, 2 USB-C ports, 2 USB-A ports, 12-volt 10-amp plug, and you guys can see I have LED lighting connected up to it. Now, that is just an LED light strip from Govee that I use for purposes of shows. Haven't had it out because I forgot where it was, and I found it this evening when I was putting it together. Now, if I want to, like I said, I can pull up the Govee app, and I can control this whole system. So when I pull up the app, I'm in the Govee app, and I can come over here, and I can just shut off the AC outlet. And once I shut it off, you guys are going to notice that that light just went down. I'm going to hit it again. There's going to be about 3-second delay and then another 3-second delay, and those lights should come back on just like that. That's all there is to it. Quick and simple. And then the app will tell you guys the charge rate. It's going to tell you guys the temperature that system's running at and everything else with it. Now, this system is 3,024 watt hours of power. So it packs quite more of a punch than the 2000 plus by itself. And that's great. Now, 64 pounds is the weight. Has those 2 large 3-inch wheels. Has, of course, that aluminum handle that's going to allow you to roll it around. It's about 30% lighter than some of the others in the same class range, which is actually kind of cool. 2.5 hours is your charge rate with this device. So about 2.5 hours, you're fully charged on a wall plug. You're good to go. If you had 6 of these solar panels, it's going to be about 3.5 hour charge rate. You have 2 of these panels right now, so why not pick up 4 more? And all of the other cool stuff. My kid's trying to get her key out of the door without making a noise, but it's all good. Go ahead. She got it. All right. Yeah. No, you're good. So like we said, guys, 40% off with that clippable coupon. That's a heck of a savings on the system. When fully charged, you guys are going to be able to run quite a bit. Let's say that 1150 watt, 10,000 BTU window AC. About 3 hours is your charge time. You want to run that flat screen TV. 35 hours. You guys want to run that 520 watt double door refrigerator. 5 hours of runtime. You guys can do so much more. Now, it will run down in sub -4 degree weather, which is great. Don't leave it outside in the snow, though. That's not what you want to do with this. I'm just going there, right? You do not want to leave it out in the snow. Now, here's some other cool stuff. You guys could do a blender for 8 hours. You guys could do a microwave. You guys could use that welding machine for about an hour and 10 minutes. You want to do 101 cell phone charges? Go ahead, be my guest. You guys can make sure that you're up and surfing the web for that whole time while you have no power. You guys could do even more than that. 21 hours with the movie projector, 15 hours with the mini fridge, 220 hours with the 3-watt LED light bulb. But if you guys need to, 53 hours with the CPAP machine, air conditioners, refrigerators, movie projectors, laptops. Your 87-watt laptop, you should get about 20 charges or 160 hours of runtime through that. That's crazy. Crazy amount of runtime. And that's phenomenal. I love it. And 53 hours with your CPAP machine, you guys are getting through that sleep without a problem. Now, the 3000 Pro is a phenomenally well done product. I love it quite a bit. Now, yes, the display is over there, guys. It's got that nice large 3-inch display. You guys can see that beautiful orange logo. Yes, it's on my shirt right now. I really wished I had a regular flat bill hat with the logo too. At some point, I'll probably get one made. But would be phenomenal. It's a great option. It's a cool little piece. This station will rock your boat. I mean, honestly, it will do so well. It'd be great to put in your motorhomes, your RVs, your toy haulers. It would even be great to, let's say, have it your cabin if you guys have a cabin up at the lake, or if you guys go like to the sand dune. Make sure it's on you with you. If you guys go rock crawling, plug a welder in it. It's got so many variations and options with it. Now, I've ran Christmas decorations off of it. I've done Halloween decorations off of it. I ran, of course, a whole stream off of this. And it will do everything you could think of. And yes, it does it quite well. And the charge rate is actually really good. At 2.5 hours, you have 3,024 watt hours of power. That's not a super long charge time. I mean, to have that much power, that is not a long charge time at all. And to have it in 3.5 hours with, of course, 6 of those 200 watt solar panels, it's even a better idea. So let's check. I'm going to check all my chats. Let me refresh chats because it doesn't look like I'm seeing any chats. But I'm seeing a lot of people on stream. Of course, I'm also going to take a sip of water. Now, as you guys see, I have the LED lights running off of this. You guys could do more than that. Let's go there. I like doing the LED lights. It gives a little bit more ambiance on here. I've been looking at getting a custom LED sign made up, of course, for the table. Might happen at some point in the near future. Be kind of cool. All right, no questions about the 300. So we're going to move on to, or the 3000 Pro. Let's move on to the actual original 300. And you're like, original 300? Yeah, there's an original. What is an original? Original has a fixed handle. Still beautiful. All right, guys, this is a 7.1 pounds. That's 7.1 pounds. You have 293 watt hours of power. 293 watt hours of power that you guys can carry to the campsite. Take it hiking in the woods. Take it out and do a photography shoot. And what do I mean by that? This will allow you to run your Keystone lights. It also allows you to charge all your camera batteries. Now, of course, if you want to, it has those silicone pads to set it on the hood of your car, your RV, your motorhome, whatever you really want to. With this, it can actually be fully charged in about 3.5 hours on a wall plug, which is going to be through the DC plug, which is not bad. Same amount of charge time with the cigarette car lighter if you guys have one of them. Now, all of these stations do come with a charging cable of sorts. This one comes with a wall plug. It also has, of course, can't remember if this one actually comes with a cigarette lighter on this. Now, 2 AC outlets. These 2 AC outlets are going to do 300 watts of pure sound wave power. Can peak at 500 if you need to go a little above that. Now, the cool part about it is it's got 2 USB-A ports. Those are your 5-volt, 2.4 amps. And then you have a USB-C port. That USB-C port is a 60-watt bidirectional. That means you guys can actually charge this device through the USB-C port. Cool part is this device will allow you to go through the USB-C port and the DC plug together, and you guys can have this fully charged in 2 hours without a problem. up and running. 12-volt 10 amp cigarette lighter plug hidden away, and of course a digital display. Now the digital display on this one's a little bit different colorway, but it still is nice, high vis, and can be easily read without a problem. You guys should be able to run a Nintendo Switch for about 40 hours off of this. You guys should be able to do approximately 15 camera batteries. You guys should be able to do up to about 5 to 6 drone batteries if you want to. Wi-Fi router. Again, you guys can do a Wi-Fi router over 15 hours with this. Mini cooler, 4.5 hours. Flat screen TV, 4.5 hours. You guys could do so much more. 4 laptop chargers, that's your small 80-watt laptops, all right? About 4 charges with this great little option. It's lightweight, carried around like a boombox. Has cool, nice colorway. I actually love the colorway. This means if you guys actually take it in the woods, you're not going to lose it. It's a high vis contrast rate, kind of like your deer hunting orange, right? You guys are avid hunters and you guys go out in the woods. Your high vis orange is easily seen to other hunters, so you don't have to worry about it. That's the same thing. You guys set this on the grass, you should be able to see that high vis orange and not have to worry about it. Cool little options with it. Now, like I said, you guys can do solar charging with it, multiple ports of connect charging capabilities. It's a very fast charge rate with it. Now, some other cool parts is these guys, you could do, let's say, 100-watt solar panel. 100-watt solar panel should have this fully charged in about 4 hours. Great option. This is a phenomenal piece. And $259 is going to be your price point, but there's a $60 clippable coupon, so it brings it down to $199 at $199, or about. Great price point. This is well in the range of a lot of people. Some people are going to be like, oh, I don't have the money for, a $2,000 product or a $5,000 product. This is an entry-level system. This would be a great gift for your loved ones. It would be a great gift for, the preppers. It'd be an awesome gift for your kid going off to college to make sure that they have a way to charge their cell phones in case of a power outage, or vice versa. This is a cool little option. And the portability, because it's so light, you don't have to worry about it. Even your kids could carry this without a problem through the woods hiking. So, great little option, the 300. I love this product. Now, we're going to be moving into the 2000 V2. Now, the 2000 V2 is a really, really cool little station. Now, price point on the 2000 V2 is like $14.99, but I think there's a $200 clippable coupon on Amazon. I'll make sure that Fernando checks that for me, but I believe there's a $200 clippable coupon. That was there the other day when I saw it. So let's move here. Let's drop down to the bottom table. We're going to go over here, and you guys are going to see the 2000 V2 next to the 1000 V2. We're going to keep bringing you guys in because we want you guys to get a nice look close up. We're going to ignore the dust sitting on top of it. I have a fan sitting there blowing on it, and it looks like they blew some dust on it for some reason quick. These were all wiped down. 2000 V2 is a 39-pound package. At 39 pounds, guys, it's very capable of being carried and taken from place to place without a problem. Now, yes, it's a little heavier than some of the others, or a little lighter than, of course, the bigger ones, but it can be carried around from the job site, maybe from your house to your motorhome, maybe your house to your truck, wherever you really want to, right? Cool part is it's 2,042 watt hours of power, like the 2000 Plus. Now, with it, you got 3 AC outlets. Those 3 AC outlets do 2200 watts pure sine wave. Now, pure sine wave, no spikes, no peaks, no nothing. Straight, clean power. Don't have to worry about your laptops or all of your medical devices or anything like that. If you need to, though, it can go to 4400 watts of power. Now, 4400 watts, Jackery is like, yeah, it's a little bit more spiky, but it's not going to be straight up peaks like this, like bad peaks, right? It's not going to send jolts. It's a little wave, and that wave's accessible. Not going to hurt your stuff at all. Now with this, you have the 2 USB-C ports. You guys can see one in action right there. It's the 30-watt power right there. That 30-watt port is running some lights right now, which is great. And then you have a 100-watt port below it, and of course the 18-watt USB-A port below that. Then you have the 12-volt 10-amp plug, and of course that light. Now the light does the dual modes and SOS pattern. Thank you. Yeah, so like I was right, there's a $200 clippable coupon, so it's going to bring that price down there for you guys to about $12.99. $12.99, it's a great product. Your charge time. And we're going to go into your charge time with this because it is 2,042 watt hours of power. It's actually a little under 2 hours to fully charge it on a wall plug by itself. If you want to, though, and you guys can connect up to, of course, multiple solar panels, you guys can have this charged in 2 hours as well. Because it is made with, of course, Charge Shield 2.0, and you guys need that emergency charge rate, you can actually have it charged in 1 hour time, which isn't heard from in a lot of these systems. And that's cool that they're starting to build these systems with that emergency charge rate for you. I apologize, guys. Did not mute that in time. I'm going to put a cough drop in my throat. Try to get this going a little better. Now, when fully charged, guys, you can run quite a bit. From your laptops to your desktops to your coffee makers to your cooking pot. You guys can do so much more. This device is made with what's called a beautiful, beautiful Charge Shield 2.0, but it's also made in cell to body technology, or CTB. CTB, cells. It's like a honeycomb design in a beehive. You have these cells, the battery set in them, and it's going to protect them. It also makes it so it's not as large, so they can build these battery banks in a smaller capacity with it. That's great. That also means it cuts down on the weight, the build time, and everything else in between. Now, if you want to, though, you guys can run so much more if you need to. A 50-watt laptop, about 35 hours. A 100-watt refrigerator, 18 hours. If you want to, water pumps, microwaves, you guys could do so much more. And like I said, you guys can run the app with this. If you guys have the app, we can turn on a flashlight just by a press of a button. We can go brighter if we want to. We can even hit SOS pattern or shut it off by just touching a button. The cool part is, if we need to, we can turn on the screen too as well. So if you guys need to see the screen, to see the 98% battery, see that it's running about 7 watts of power coming out of it. It also tells you guys the time left of the run. Now, with it, of course, it's an easily accessible product that could do so much more. You guys could run, of course, that fridge. You guys can run your stove off of it. You could do quite a bit with it. And the portability of this one, because it is a little bit smaller. It's like 13 inches by 10 inches by 11 inches tall. It's not super big. I mean, that's still very capable of being taken everywhere. And if you guys look at it compared to, let's say, the 2000 plus above it, it's a lot smaller. It's very, very, very smaller and more compatible. It has the handle on the top. You guys can carry it around. You guys can do quite a bit with it. And like I said, that price point, $14.99 before the $200 clip of coupon. Guys, use the clip of coupon, save yourself some money. If you want to, though, we have the 2000 V2 or version 2 with 2 of the 200-watt solar panels. If you guys get it with the 2 200-watt solar panels, it's $24.99, but there's a $200 clippable coupon, yet again, to save yourself a few more bucks. And saving you guys money is what we like to do, so why not do it? Now, we're going to move up the station table. We're going to go all the way up there. And yes, it's going to look a little bit darker. I have a lot of lights on it. I still don't know why it looks so dark up there. I've corrected this issue numerous times, but it keeps getting darker. Let's see if I can do a little bit something here. Not sure I can, but maybe I can get us some light. Now, we're going to be talking about the 1000 right there, the 1000 plus system. Now, the 1000 plus system is a great little system that's 1264 watt hours of power. Now, at 1264 watt hours of power, you guys have a phenomenally well done station. Now, the 1000 plus we're showing you guys is, of course, a dual solar panel kit. Now, $1,500 is your starting point, but there's a $500 clip of coupon. You guys can get a 1000 plus with 2 100-watt solar panels for $999. At $999, that is a crazy, crazy good deal. Now, this device can be fully charged in under 2 hours without a problem. It has 2 USB-C ports. Those are 100-watt ports. 2 USB-A ports. Those are actually 18-watt ports. 12-volt 10-amp cigarette lighter plug, and that flashlight. Full display and app control. Phenomenal idea. You have 3 AC outlets. Now, those 3 AC outlets do 2,000 watts of pure sound wave power, can peak at 4,000 if you truly need to. Now, when fully charged, guys, you can run so much off of this without an issue. And that's the cool part about it, because it has the capability of running, let's say, leaf blowers, house blowers. You guys could do angle grinders. You guys could do table lamps. You guys could do blenders, movie projectors, camera batteries, drones, laptops, smartphones, coffee makers. You guys could even do, let's say, your little espresso machines if you wanted to. Now, I'm not going to say you're going to run like a 12 or 2,000 watt house heater off of it for a long time. You might get 30 minutes off that 2,000 watt heater. 1160 watt microwave, about an hour or more with that. Not a bad run time. A little rice cooker, 3.5 hours. You guys, 100 watt movie projector, over 9 hours. 1264 watt hours of power is, of course, your power range. Now, what we're not showing you guys in the carousel today is it does come in a kit with batteries. And the 1000 Plus can actually add batteries. If you want to add batteries to this, guys, it doubles your runtime. So you're going to go from 1264 to a little over, I don't want to misspeak on that. I think it's 2,528 watt hours. So when you add a battery, it's a little bit more with that. So great little option. You can actually add 3 batteries, and now when you have 3 batteries, you have 5 kilowatts of hour power. I think the 1000 Plus kit, the battery, the station, and the solar panels is like $2,099. I believe there's a $600 clippable coupon for that one. So if you guys are looking for that, it's definitely there as well. So don't sleep on those deals. The 1000 is a beautiful little piece. Solar charging. If you had 4 of the solar panels, 4.5 hours is your charge rate. 7 hours in your car, or a little under 2 hours on a wall plug from 0 to 100%. Not a problem. It's a great little option that's going to do very, very well for you guys. That's definitely a great modular system for sure. Now we're going to bounce down to the bottom of the table because we're going back into a nice little slurp station. Let's see if we can get all the way into it. We're going to ignore the couch behind me because it's definitely not made properly. All right, this is the original Explorer 500 from Jackery. Now, the Explorer 500 from Jackery is a cool little product. It's 518 watt hours of power in a 13-pound package. At 13 pounds, guys, you have a nice little piece that's going to do well for you. And now at 13 pounds, you guys can carry it around without a problem. 518 watt hours of power means you got a nice little amount of power that'll run quite a bit, including a CPAP machine for about 9 hours without a problem. And that's a CPAP machine with a heated mask. Without the heated mask, you might get a longer runtime. Now with the 500, guys, you're going to do more. 1 second. I apologize, everybody. Now, with the 500, like I said, you have, of course, a great amount of stuff here. First and foremost, normal price is about $4.99. There's a $190 clippable coupon on the 500 for you guys to get an extra little bit off. Has 3 USB-A ports. Those are 5-volt, 2.4 amp. Has 3 DC plugs. One's that cigarette lighter 12-volt 10-amp plug. The other are 6.2 millimeter 12-volt plugs as well. Now above that is an 8 millimeter DC input port. There's a flashlight on the side, and then there's the AC outlet. The AC outlet is a 500 watts of pure sound wave power, can peak at 1,000. Now here's the cool part: 5.5 hours is your charge time on the wall plug. It'll be 5.5 hours in your car outlet. Doesn't matter. 100 watts is your charge rate on this, and that's what you're getting. Now, if you had, let's say, the 100 watt solar panel with the 500, guys, 7.5 hours is going to be your charge time. Now, with this device, you guys can actually run quite a bit. Flat screen TV, 7 hours. 30 hours with that laptop. 9 hours with the mini cooler. You guys could do, let's say, 50 minutes with the blender, 8 hours with the air pump. You guys could do electric heated blanket. If you wanted to, electric heated blanket's going to give you about 4 hours of runtime with that one. Now, it's a great little option. And like I said, though, it only allows for 100 watts of input charge rate. So it does take a little bit longer on this one to actually do. Now, a cool part about all of these stations that we've been talking about, all these Jackery stations, they all have UL certification, whether it be for drop protection or fire retardant shells. Now, they're not fireproof, but fire retardant. So anything can burn, and let's just go there. Anything can burn if it gets hot enough. This one's protected to a certain temperature, which is great. Now, with it, the drop protection is going to be about 35 inches to 36 inches with pretty much all of these systems, which is phenomenal. I love that they did that with these and added all of that. The 500 is a great little option. If you guys are looking for a station like that, definitely check it out. Now, we have one of their smallest stations next. This is going to be the 100 Plus. Now, the 100 Plus is actually comes in around $129, but I believe there's a $40 clippable coupon. So it brings it down around $79, $80 or something like that, which is a great price point. This is the 100 Plus. The 100 Plus is a 2-pound package. At 2 pounds, guys, you can take it, carry it, and not worry about it. You guys can play baseball with this and carry it around if you wanted to. I don't suggest it, but you could. It's that light. Just like the others, it has that nice display on the front. It shows you got the battery percentage, your input and output. You got 2 USB-C ports. One's a 100-watt port, the other's a 100-watt port. Those are bi-directional charges inwards and outwards. You also have the USB-A 18-watt port next to that as well. Fully charged in under 2 hours is your charge time. You don't have to worry about it. Bob's your uncle. You're up and running. Now, when it's fully charged, you guys can do about 6 iPhone 14, 15 batteries. So you guys can do 6 phone charges. You guys can run your Nintendo Switch for about 5 hours or so. You guys can run your Nintendo Switch and a portable monitor off of this for about 3.5 hours. I did it through a stream, no problem. 6 hours of runtime with your MacBook. You guys can do Legionnaires. You guys can do, of course, your Steam Decks. You guys can do your Roger Allies. You guys can do, of course, your Legion Goes. If you want to, you guys can even plug in so much more. TSA approved means you guys can take it on an airplane through the TSA checkpoint and don't have to worry about it. 99 watt hours of power, 31,000 milliamps. It's about 128 watts device. PD 3.0 fast charging capabilities and all of that other good jazz. Cool part is it does come with this 100 watt USB-C to USB-C cable. This is a pass-through cable that's going to allow you to charge it or allow you to charge devices off of it. Through this, you will need a power brick, though, to plug it in if you're charging it off your wall plug. It'll be the same if you have a solar panel. You guys are going to need the adapter, and this is going to be a DC to USB adapter, and you'll just plug it in there and you'll plug in your solar panel. Ranging from, let's say, your 100 watt panel or your guys' 45 watt panel. That's up to you which panel you plug into. Allows for 100 watts of charging, and you guys are good to go. This is an amazing little product. Again, 36-inch drop protection. I've actually put it to the test. This thing fell 7 feet. At 7 feet, there was not a ding, a scratch, or anything on it. Now, do I recommend dropping it 7 feet? No. Do I know that it can take the drop? Yes. Now, I will mention one thing about all of these products, guys. They're lithium batteries, rather it be the original lithium mixture or, of course, the LiFePO4 cells. They should be able to hold a charge for a long period of time, up to a year or so without a problem. Now, I don't recommend you guys leaving them sitting for a year without charging them. I personally will charge these every 2.5 to 3 months. By doing that, you're keeping your battery tendered. By doing that, it's also keeping the battery balanced all the way around perfectly well and will keep the lifespan there for you. So every 2.5 to 3 months, put it on a wall plug if you guys are not using it. Charge it up, retender it, and it'll be fresh and ready to go for a long, long time. That 100 Plus, guys, beautiful little piece. Put it in your backpack, put it in your wife's purse, put it in your kid's backpack, make them carry it. I don't know. It'd even be great in the cars so you guys' kids' tablets don't die on a road trip. So 100 Plus, guys, beautiful little piece, awesome little option. All right, 240 V2. Now the 240 V2 comes in two options. By itself for $249. By itself for $249, I believe there's a $70 clippable coupon. Now, if you want the 240 V2 with the $70 clippable coupon, check it out on the webpage. Now, the 240 V2 looks like the 300. Now, this is made with Charge Shield 2.0 and has that 1 hour quick emergency charge rate. 256 watt hours of power. Has two USB-C ports. One's a 100 watt port, one's a 15 watt port. It has a USB-A port at 18 watts and a 12 volt 10 amp plug above it, and of course that flashlight. Single brightness and SOS pattern, and of course has the AC outlet. Now the AC outlet on this is 300 watts, but can peak at 600 if you really need to. Under 2 hours, fully charged on a wall plug, you're good to go. Now at that charge rate, you guys have 256 watt hours of power. That means you guys can run a 10 watt Bluetooth speaker for about 16 hours if you wanted to. You guys could do 12 cell phone batteries. You guys could do, let's say, 4 hours with the Wi-Fi, 4 hours with your house fan, 14 hours with the Wi-Fi router, 6 hours with the pet heating pad, 4 hours with your flat screen TV. It's going to do that and do it well. 8 pounds is the weight on it. Like I said, $249, but there's a $70 clippable coupon. That price is actually kind of cool. So yes, there are two versions of the 300. There's the original 300, which is a fixed handle piece, which is this device right here. So this is the original 300, which is a great product. And then there's the 300 Plus. The 300 Plus looks identical to this device right here. So there are two versions of the 300. Both are on sale. The 300 Plus is a phenomenal product. The 300 original, of course, is this one. So yeah, there are two different versions. So the original is a great little option. It's the original battery fixture. It's the original charging system. The 300 Plus comes with, of course, that new battery system. That comes with LiFePO 4 cells. It's about the same weight. I think it's a little bit more than the 7 pounds of the original. I think it's less than 8 pounds still. So still in the range of the weight limit. And it changes the charge rate. So you don't have the 3.5 hour charge rate like the older one. The newer one's on about an hour and a half on a wall plug. And it also uses a 3-prong wall plug instead of, let's say, the DC plug. So yeah, there are two variations of that. Now, like I said, 240 V2 is a great option, but you guys can do it with, of course, that Mini 40 solar panel, guys. And this is going to be my pick for you. If you guys really want to, come grab it with the mini panel. This is a 7.5 hour charge rate with this mini panel. This mini panel is fully waterproof, water resistant. 11 pounds total weight package deal. I think it's like $349 is the price before discount. I do believe there is a discounted coupon, like $50 off on the webpage for this. So you guys can actually get this 240 V2 with Mini 40 solar panel for under $300. So it's like $299. That's a great price point to get this. Phenomenal product. It's an amazing, amazing little piece. You can do so much with this. This would be a great gift for pretty much anybody. And Valentine's is coming. So if you guys want to get a Valentine's gift for your significant other, this would be a great option for that. 240 V2 with, of course, that beautiful solar panel. Now, I believe we're supposed to show you guys, if I quit sneezing, the 600. Slightly behind. I believe we're showing you guys the 1000 plus again. Let me check something real quick, guys. Oh, we are. All right, cool. We're going to show you guys the 600 plus. This is a really nice one, and it's actually small and compact. So I'm going to pop up. We're going to go to the top. You guys are going to see some stations up here. We're actually going to talk about that right there. So that is the 600 plus. Now this is actually a cool one. Now $399 is going to be like your price tag. It's normally like $500, $399. Now it's 16 pounds. It's only 16 pounds of weight, which is actually quite light for a system like this. 632 watt hours of power in this device, LiFePO 4 cells. It's got the two USB-C ports. One's a 30-watt port, one's a 100-watt port. We're going to bring you guys all the way in if I can with this one so you guys can get a little bit closer up. So you got the two USB-C ports, the USB-A port, that's an 18-watt port. Now, beside that, you also have the AC outlet. Now, those AC outlets are going to do, of course, 800 watts of pure sine wave power, can peak at 1600 if you truly need to. This is the original Charge Shield 2.0 system, which has the original 1 hour fast charge mode in emergency need. Now, 2 hours is your normal fast charge rate with this device on the wall plug. Inside the app, turn on emergency charge mode if you really need to, get that 1 hour charge rate, and you're ready to go. When fully charged, you guys should be able to do quite a bit, from 6 hours with the mini fridge, 7 laptop charge. You guys could probably do maybe 20 cell phone charges if you really needed to, depending on the cell phone you're doing. Now, 36 hours with the 10-watt Bluetooth speaker, 27 battery charge. You guys could do, of course, 45-watt house fan, about 10 hours of runtime. 8 hours with the 60-watt TV, 1 hour through standard fridge. Now, most of you are probably not going to use this to plug in your fridge, but you could if you needed to. 5-watt light bulb, 50 hours. 6 hours with a 60-watt car refrigerator / freezer. You guys could do, of course, the 100-watt movie projector for about 6 hours as well. Coffee maker, maybe an hour, right? Coffee maker takes a lot more power. Nice and portable, has the hand, of course, handheld handle, and does very, very well. It's a phenomenal thing. I like the 600 Plus, the way it's done, the options it's done with, and everything else on hand. It's definitely a very, very cool little piece of product that you guys should definitely check out with. So 600 Plus, great little option for you guys. Now, we showed you guys the 1000 Plus a little bit ago. I'm going to kind of talk about the 1000 Plus kit really quick. And that's going to be, of course, this little setup right here. So it's going to be this setup. Now, you guys can get the station alone. You guys can get the station and 2 solar panels. We're going to talk about the 1000 Plus kit. Now, this is 2 100-watt solar panels, the battery, and, of course, that station. It's 2,528 watt hours of power. You can actually add a third battery if you really need to, so you guys can actually have 3 batteries total on this one. At 3 batteries is about 5,000 watts, right? Now, the cool part about this is it's actually nicely well done. 65 pounds total weight with the battery and, of course, the system below. $2,100 is your price tag. There's a $600 clippable coupon, which brings it down to about like $14.99, I think it is, or so. At $14.99, it's a great price point. It's a phenomenal price point. Charge rates well done with this, and you guys can get it by itself. I mean, honestly, if you want it by itself, I think it's like $999. And $999 is a $100 clippable coupon from Jackery. So if you guys need to, you can get that option. I'm gonna always tell you guys, go with the 1000 Plus full kit. The 1000 Plus full kit is always where it's at. Yeah, I have a buddy down there. I actually have a buddy that lives in Texas, and we sent him a few power stations because he really needed it. But yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. There's issues in many places with power grid. Let's go there. Definitely power grids around the states are definitely an issue. They definitely need work on. With something like this, it would do well. Now, if you're trying to get up and off the grid, if you are looking, let's go here. If you're looking for something to get fully off of the grid, this next product is definitely going to be the one for you. This is going to be like your whole home automation power system. So we're going to talk about the 5000 Plus. Harper, hello. Welcome to the show. Now, the 5000 Plus is this system right here, which for some reason looks all black and dark. I'm not really sure what's going on. I have a big light sitting right in front of it too. So let me try to angle the light real quick. Now, my legs are really white though. That's definitely a thing. Let's see if we can get down there, get a little more light. So this is the 5000 plus system. The 5000 plus is a crazily large system. And I'm going there in a few ways. First and foremost, battery capacity by itself. Over 5,040 watt hours of power by itself. Now, the cool part is if we bring you on in here, and of course my camera's knocked out of whack, and I'm not sure why, but bring you in here. The device does weigh 132 pounds. 1,000 watt battery. Yeah, it's a phenomenal price point for that 1,000 full kit. And you can use the 5% discount code. So you can actually use we have a 5% discount code too. If you spend over $1,000 tonight, you can actually use the 5% discount. So we'll re-show that for everybody. Now, like I said, the 5000 plus system is a large and beautiful little piece, right? So it's 132 pounds. It does have two large 3-inch wheels. It has an aluminum handle that allows you to roll it around like it's not a 100-pound device. Crazy. The leverage of tipping this and rolling it around it was well manufactured in this device. Now, I really wish I'm going to get more lights again. I don't know what it is about my lighting or my camera. Maybe my camera needs an update. I do use a wireless camera, so that maybe that's why it looks dark today. This device is actually really, really cool because it does quite a lot. Now, first and foremost, it's $3,500 by itself. Or I think there's a $500 clippable coupon on Amazon. So it brings it down to like $2,999. And then use that 5% code that we have as well. Now, it can do quite a bit on its own right. And that's where we're going to kind of get into it. Now, just like the 2000 V2, it's made in a cell-to-body technology. So it's made in a honeycomb design. It's got a lot of air cooling. It's got a lot of different technologies built in with this. And it does so much. First and foremost, that 12-volt 10-amp DC plug. You also have 4 AC outlets on the front. Those 4 AC outlets are actually going to do 7,200 watts of pure sine wave. So you guys can run your large devices off of this without a problem. 7,200 watts hold through it without an issue. Now, it's 120 volts through those 4 ports on the front, standard 3-prong, right? You have 2 USB-C ports. You have 2 USB-A ports. The USB-C ports are 100-watt ports. The USB-A ports are 18-watt ports. Full digital display, which I will attempt to turn on so you guys can actually see it. Right there, you guys can see full display. It shows you the battery capacity, shows you the temperature, shows you charge rate. Has full app control as well. So if you guys want to, full app control without a problem. Individually switched devices, so you guys can turn your AC outlets on by switch. You can turn them off. Same with your USB-C ports and everything else with it. Now I'm going to shut that back off for a second. Now, not only does it all have that on hand, but it's got a few more options. So if I roll it over to the side, it has the nice large handles. You're going to have an AC expansion port. Now, this AC expansion port's there for a reason, and I'm going to bring you guys in hopefully a little closer so you guys can hopefully kind of see this. Definitely need different lights in different positions today. Let's move some lighting. Can you guys see it better? There you guys go. So you have the AC port. Now, above that is going to be below that is your NEMA port. That's a 14-30 NEMA plug. Now, that NEMA plug is actually 120 to 40 volts. So it's a dual voltage plug. Below that is your 14-50 plug. The 14-50 again, 120 to 40 volt plug. So that means you guys have the dual voltage yet again, so you guys can do that. Those plugs will actually allow you to plug in your central AC. It'll allow you to plug in your house washer and dryers, and other devices without a problem, including your RVs, your motorhomes. The AC port's going to allow you to connect up to what's called your smart transfer switch or your STS. It'll also allow you to connect up to your your MTS, which is your manual transfer switch, or your ATS, your automatic transfer switch. So you guys have three options of transfer switches that you guys can plug through the AC plug. Now there are four, of course, reset buttons down below. Those are going to be, of course, for all your AC ports, just in case you guys trip it. Not likely going to happen. On the opposite side, and if we can get it to roll around, we'll kind of try and show you guys this as well. We'll move the camera with it, of course, down there. First and foremost, you have the AC wall plug. You have the DC expansion port. Now that is going to be like your charge rate. So that your DC expansion port, guys, is your charge rate where you guys are going to plug in. The bottom DC plug is for your extended battery. You guys can actually add extendable batteries, which is great. You guys can do batteries with it. If we pop it open, you guys are going to see right here, we have, of course, DC plugs. Now that is your low power voltage solar array, and over here is your high power solar array. So you guys can do 1200 watts or 4000 watts by a switch of a button through the two different arrays. Let's see if I can move this back up. Let's bring you over and in, and then we can go back to the screen. So your low power solar array is 1200 watts of charge rate. At 1200 watts of charge rate, guys, it's going to take you a little bit more time to actually charge it, right? So at 1200 watts is going to be your slowest charge rate, and that's going to be about 5 hours of charge time. If you want to, though, you guys can do the wall AC outlet. Now, the wall AC outlet is going to allow you to have it fully charged in about 3.5 hours, which is actually a decent charge time with that 5,000 watts of power. Now, you guys can also do, of course, the high power solar arrays. First and foremost, that high power solar array that you guys have on the roof of your house or the movable panels outside. This will allow for 4,000 watts of charge rate through that. At 4,000 watts, it's under 2 hours fully charged, you're good to go. If you're connected up through the STS or smart transfer switch, again, 4,000 watts of charge rate through your power pole. You guys, under 2 hours fully charged, you're good to go. I saw that too. I saw that movie coming, Thor. Now, on the device by itself, you should be able to run, let's say, your 60 watt flat screen TV for 2 days just by itself, right? You guys could do, fridges. You guys can do your central ACs, your house dryers, your AC, window AC, your heaters. You guys could do so much more. Now, the cool part about this device is if you have the STS hooked up, you guys can actually just automatically do what's called energy control. You guys can do it with the smart app control, which means you have smart energy solution. That means you guys can actually set it up and to run through the STS off your power grid in low power consumption mode. So let's say high power charge rate. So your energy company charges you more during prime hours. So your prime hours are usually around from 4 o'clock to like 9 o'clock at night. Your energy company charges you more for energy during those hours because they know everybody's at home. This smart control will allow you to run off of this during that time, and when it's in low usage charge rate, it will switch back over and allow you to run off the wall plug and charge this that way instead, saving you guys a bunch of money. It's cool. It has a smart control. Now, the cool part about the smart app control, it does monitor real-time generation of performance. It's going to allow you to, of course, see generation consumption from solar, generation consumption from your power grid. Now, like I said, 7,200 watts of pure sine wave power through all of those AC outlets without a problem. The cool part is this is actually an expandable product. So you guys can get it by itself, like we're showing you guys right here for like $3,499. There's the $500 clippable coupon, so you guys are going to get it for like $2,999. Or you guys can get it with the 500 watt solar panel. Now that's like a $4,300 package. There's a $600 clippable coupon, and you guys are going to get a large panel with it. Or you can get the full 5,000 kit, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Now the full 5,000 kit's going to be the smart transfer switch, 2 of those 500 watt panels, and this station. Now that kit's like a $6,000 price tag. I believe there's a $600 clippable coupon, so it's going to drop it down. Plus that 5% off of that discount code that we have for you guys for the show tonight. That comes with the smart transfer switch, guys. So you guys can have your electrician wire that up to your wall. You guys can plug the system in there and run it your household with no problem. And have all of that. You guys can unplug it at will. It doesn't have to stay permanently plugged in. It can be fully unplugged. You guys can take it with you and have no problems with that. The panels are very large and beautifully well done. The system, like I said, 0 milliseconds of switchover, which means it's perfectly well for data centers, for your home data centers, your home medical devices, your Wi-Fi systems, your PCs, your fridges, and everything. There's no switchover. You lose power, it automatically takes over. You're up, you're running without a problem. If you don't have the STS hooked up, you have a 20 milliseconds of switchover. Even at 20 milliseconds, most devices don't recognize that switchover time without a problem. The system alone is great. You guys can actually expand this with batteries. So you guys can get the 5,000 plus battery. You guys get the 5,000E batteries for this. By adding those batteries, you guys can actually go all the way up to 30 kilowatts of hour power. Now, 30 kilowatts of hour power should be enough power to run your home for a week without a problem. I would say for a week without a problem. You should be able to run it for a week without a problem with that. If you want to, though, you guys can run it in parallel with the second 5,000 plus system. When you run it in parallel with the second 5,000 plus system, you can have 10 batteries. The moment you do that, you have over 60 kilowatts of hour power. That is why this is meant for your whole home array. It's meant to run your whole home without a problem. You have many of options to do this. You guys can get it by itself. You guys can get it with solar panels. You guys can get it with smart transfer switch. You get the smart transfer switch separately if you already have the system. They have it fully set up for you guys. It is a crazy cool piece of product. So that is, of course, the 5,000 plus system, guys. Beautiful. Now the cool part is if you guys were watching the drop or their show earlier in CES and all that, Consumer Electronics, they actually are creating solar panels for your house. It's a flexible curved solar panel that can be set on your house. So it's a curved panel. Almost looks like those clay tiles. And it's going to allow you to link it up to do that 4,000 watts of charge rate. So they're going to the whole home solar array style, which is great. I love that they're doing that. They also have some other new products coming out, which is going to be even better, which is phenomenal. Now with that, we're going to start talking solar panels because that's the part of the show we're at. We're going to talk about the 100 watt bifacial solar panel. Now this is the 100 watt Solar Saga. This is their new bifacial or bifacial charging. It does have a clippable coupon if I can remember correctly. I think the normal price tag is about $299. I think there's a $90 clippable coupon. This is that panel. This is going to do 25% efficiency in converting it. So it's kind of cool. It's a phenomenal product. Bifacial. It gets charge rate from both sides. You have the blue side. You have these nice little snaps. You have the kickstand that's built onto it. The kickstand's going to allow you to set it up. Of course, it's a nice large panel. It is a trifold design, so it folds up 3 times, but it is 4 panels. And when I do this, you guys are going to kind of see how long this panel truly is. So I am stretching it out there. This is a nice large panel. Now the black side is the side you guys are going to point towards the sun. So this is the side that you guys are going to have towards the sun. It's going to get the most charge rate. You're going to angle it at a 20-degree angle when it has a 20-degree angle. The blue side on the back is going to get the reflected light. And that's what's going to give you guys that nice high conversion rate even in low light settings. Now this is a full ETFE laminated handle and case. It's going to do, of course, it's got monocrystalline solar cells. Fully waterproof, water resistant with IP68 rating with this, of course, 100 watt panel. The IP68 rating means you guys can leave it out in the snow without a problem. It's not going to hurt it. It gets dirty, it gets dust on it. Wash it off with the hose. Ain't going to hurt this product. Very lightweight, very capable of being carried everywhere. And like I said, $90 clippable coupon on this thing. That 100-watt panel is phenomenally, phenomenally well done. The next panel is going to be the 200. So we're going to show you guys a video for the 200. I actually did a video for this. So let's pop over here. Let's grab, oh, weird. Let's see, can I find the video? I think I have a video right here. So this is the 200-watt solar panel. Now this is normally a $700 price tag. I think there's a $220 clippable coupon. 24.3% efficiency. Again, IP68 rating, so fully waterproof, water resistant. Comes with the case. This one weighs about 21 pounds though. It's a little bit heavier. 55 inches or so when fully stretched out, which is great. Now, can work with the 1000 V2, the 2000 V2, the 1500 Pro, the 2000 Pro, 2000 Plus, 3000 Pro. Can connect up to the 5000 Plus if you want to. It's going to take about 30 seconds or less to fully stand it up, connect it up with cabling, and find the area you need. Has what's called a sunlight angle indicator on the panel, so you guys can actually angle it at the proper position to get the most sunlight to get, of course, your charge rate. Now, 24.3% efficiency with these perk panels, which is great. It's a phenomenally well done panel. You guys can see here, I'm setting it up with the 3000 Pro out in the sun. I was getting about 153 to 154 watts of charge rate through this. Phenomenally well done panel. So if you guys need, that's definitely a go-to with that one. It's a really amazing little product. Now we're going to show you guys the Mini 40. We kind of talked about it a little bit in the beginning. Now the Mini 40 is $99 solar panel. Now the Mini 40 is going to work great with the 300, the 240, the 100 plus, even the 500 if you wanted to. Now this is it. It's a 12-inch tall piece, 10 inches wide, half-inch thick. This could fit in your backpack. It's the size of a 3-ring binder. Now with this size, of course, you have this beautiful little clasp that's magnetic. So it magnetically shuts, has these pressed rings on it, so you guys can tie it down or use some hooks to tie it into your backpack. Pop it open. You guys are going to be greeted with, of course, a trifold design. When it unfolds, it's over 40 inches long. But yeah, this is a nice long panel when it's fully folded out. This is going to do 40 watts of charge rate. It's got a nice about 23 to 24% efficiency. So it's going to do well in low light settings with that 23% efficiency. Highlight settings, you're always going to get 100% efficiency. Let's just go there. Monocrystalline solar cells, 2.5 pounds. This is very lightweight, very portable, very accessible. Now, completely compatible with all these stations. So if I wanted to, guys, I could run this Mini 40 with, of course, this beautiful little 100 plus. So if you guys want to pair this, you guys could definitely do that. This is a phenomenal panel and so lightweight, compatible. I mean, I can hide it behind my back. I mean, let's be honest, it's that small. This is a cool piece. Another great idea about this 100 plus is with these ring presses, if you wanted to, pop this open, set it like this, use eye-ring lids, hang it to your backpack, and just let it hang back there as you're hiking with just the two panels and have it connected up to your station and charge. There is, of course, a cable connector that they have. I'm not sure if it comes with it or not. I can actually have Fernando check or not. But there is a cable that they do accessorize with that's out there that's got a USB-C port and a USB-A port. So if you guys want to, you guys can charge like a cell phone off of just a little plug that connects into this as well. Now, most of the plugs you guys are going to get are going to go straight to your solar panels, not to those, but they do have an accessory like that out there. So Mini 40, guys, great option for you. Now, we also have another really cool panel. I actually have, if I can do this, the 100 Prime. Now, the 100 Prime is a cool panel. The 100 Prime is a modular system that's going to allow you to permanently mount it to the roof of your house, your shed, maybe your garage, your motorhomes, or vice versa. It's going to come with the hardware kit. Inside the hardware kit, guys, this is your hardware kit. So it's going to come with what they call Z-brackets. These are pre-bent, pre-drilled, and of course, stainless steel, so you guys don't have to worry about it rusting. It has 2 holes. Those 2 holes are what you're going to mount to, of course, the ceiling or wherever you're putting it. And it's going to have a single hole so you guys can mount it to the panel. You get 4 of these brackets to mount this piece down. You're going to get all the self-tapping screws. Now, these self-tapping screws are like mini drill bits to drill through metal or whatever you guys need. So you guys can go through that metal. Nice fine thread so it can do that in, of course, that thin metal without stripping it. Has, of course, the gasket to help seal it up. I always say use sealant when you guys are doing this as well. And then it comes with all the stainless steel nuts and bolts to mount the brackets to, of course, the solar panel. The difference between the other panels and this one is it's a tempered glass panel. Now, the 100 prime tempered glass panel is going to do a great efficiency with this, of course, on hand. It's going to do 25% efficiency because it's a bifacial. That means it charges from both sides. It doesn't have to. If you guys want to lay it flat, you guys will get the top charge. That's going to be about 24%. If you guys put it in a 20 degree angle, you're going to get, of course, with that. Okay, so it does have that. Right on. Cool. So that, guys, the Mini 40 does come with that cable that I was talking about. So I did not know it came with it because thank you for checking on that, though. Now, this is, of course, that tempered glass panel. Now, this tempered glass panel is nice and large. It is tempered glass. It is glass. Be careful with this. I mean, yes, it's tempered. So if it breaks, it's going to be small cubes. You're not going to cut yourself, but it is glass. Be careful. Front side, black side, of course, this is going to get your main charge. Fully aluminum housing all the way around. Flip it over. You're going to have, of course, the back side that's going to be your reflective light charge with this panel. Now, it does have, of course, a 10-foot cable. 10-foot cable is permanently fixed. It's going to have, of course, the Anderson clip. So you have the Anderson clip. The Anderson clip can actually connect up to Y splitters if you want. Or you guys can actually grab the adapter that's on it. They're going to go to, of course, the DC round plug. If your station doesn't have that DC plug, you might need an adapter to change that. Now, this is a 100-watt charge rate. If you guys use the Y splitter with Anderson clips, you guys can connect up multiples of these and then connect them up and pair them up to your system. This is a phenomenal piece. This will be great for your vans, your Volkswagens. Maybe you guys have a Volkswagen bus that has a station. You guys want some solar panels. This is a great option. $194 is the price point. It's like 35% off with this one. Great option. Definitely has its place. Just like I said, always be cautious with the glass panel. And I say that every time, and I've dropped it several times in here, and it has yet to break. We have one more panel for you guys tonight. This is going to be that large 500 panel. So we're going to show you guys the 500-watt Solar Saga solar panel. I'm going to come over here. We're going to shut that off. I'm going to grab a video. I actually have a video of this. I got a couple videos, but we're just going to show you guys this one. This is outside in the sun. It's still daybreak. It's setting it up, getting ready for the day to start getting sunny. You guys are going to see it. This is a large panel. It is approximately 98 inches long when folded out like this in an accordion style. If you want to use the panel single, and it's made from 6 85-watt panels, those panels are about 39 inches by 20 inches. When fully folded up, guys, and you can fold up this accordion solar panel, it's about 4 inches thick. It does take a little bit to place it up. Each panel is set as a 20-degree angle so you guys can get that reflective light. So you guys are going to get that full 25% efficiency even in low light setting. So you guys get that efficiency in low light settings. And of course, it's going to be great. Comes with the carrying case, comes with a nice long cable. It's going to do very, very well for you guys with this. Of course, it's $1,000 solar panel. Now, yes, it costs you a little bit for that panel, but it's definitely well worth it because it's a nice large panel. You don't have to have, let's say, 12 of the 100-watt panels laying around to do your 2,000 pluses or your 5,000. You guys can have a couple of the 500s, and you guys can be pulling in 500 watts of solar panel charge rate with that. Now, the maximum power is 5E plus 2 watts. That's going to be your 500 watts of charge rate, guys, through this, which is great. Now, the cool part is you can link this up with other 500, no problem. I believe you guys can connect it up, providing 4,000 watts of power when paired together into the 5,000 plus system. So you guys can actually add 8 of these 500Xs all together to do 4,000 watts. Nope. No. Your home windows is going to block all your sunlight. Your home windows, if you have it set up inside your house, is going to block all UV. Your home windows are UV protected. It blocks solar charging. It'll be the same for your car. It has to be outside, or you have to have your windows open, and all of that. So, just gonna go there with that. No problem. Yeah, I've tested it. I wanted to know for sure. I'm like, can I charge through my home window? It's UV protected. So, but you definitely set it outside. You can do it. Open your windows if you have screens. Open your windows, then you can do that. But yeah, it's definitely one of them. So guys, that of course is that beautiful little show. Now we have that 5% discount code. Don't forget, anything over $1,000 of Jackery products tonight, you guys can get 5% off. We had, of course, a bunch of amazing products with us on hand to show you guys. These deals are going to last for a while, so don't worry about it. You know, we're going to have these deals. I believe we have another show coming up. When's my next show, Fernando? I have to pull up my schedule. I think my next show's on the 19th, guys. So you guys will see us back here on the 19th for my next show around here. So with that, guys, I want to thank everybody coming in, everybody popping in, everybody following us. If you didn't hit a follow button, hit it, guys. You'll know when we come live around here. We do like to do a lot of these shows. We usually do about 4 to 5 shows a month or more if we can. So with that, guys, I want to thank everybody for being here. If you guys have any other questions, definitely ask. If you guys need any other help, write us on all of our social medias. We're always willing to help you guys at any time. If you guys need to come back, these shows are always here on Amazon on the page, so you guys can come back, watch these shows again. When you watch the show again, you guys will see the carousel down there, and you guys can see all of the products in line as we showed them. So with that, guys, I want to hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday evening, and we'll see you guys on the next show. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you, Fernando. Yeah, I saw that.